We are live. This is Coil Class. Where's my music? What is up? This is Coil Class. What's going on, everybody? I see Chad Dotson's here. Trevor's that one person. Don Coiliome, Dave Flowers, Clyde Flies, Bones the Skater, Jerry Lawrence. What is up, everybody? So, today we're going to be doing groove fused. Isn't really it is kind of a type of a coil. It's more of a technique. You can do so many things with groove fused. One of the most things that you do a groove fuse with is like a staggerton. We did staggertons on I don't know, week 16 or something. I don't know. Something like that. But groove fused is just a technique that it's pretty fun, fairly simple. It does require some kind of high gauge, okay? So we did micro Claptons with high gauge. So this is it. This build shouldn't take me all of Coil Class. As much as I'd like to make this an hour-and-a-half video, I may be able to make it an hour-and-a-half video. What I would also like to do is get a list of what coil classes are to come and when. So I picked groove fuse because, we made this coil class list a while back. Before we started coil class, we made a list of all the coils that would be in coil class, which is every type of coil. Just every type of coil, And we went down this list very well. Now, there's different sections like round wire builds, Clapton builds, ribbon builds, alien builds, staggered builds, braids, twisted. We have done almost all the twisted that we can do. We've done every single Clapton one besides groove fused. So this will be the last of the Claptons. All right. That's why I labeled this video the last of the Claptons, because groove fused is the last of them. Now we've just went through and we've done a lot of aliens. but some of the aliens left over, they're harder. They're just harder aliens. After that, we got a lot of staggereds to go. A lot. And I think between a couple ribbon builds and the staggered builds, yeah, we got a lot of coils to go. So we're gonna make a list tonight, and don't double check my work, you condescending piece of shit. And we're gonna make a list of what comes next and what coil class they will be. So you will know what next week's is. And I will put up a list on Patreon that anybody could see, not just Patreons, but I'll put the list up there. So if you wanted to go see the list, it will be there. But today is Groove Fused. Groove Fused it's not, I'm going to say this one more time. It's not weird, no notifications. Notifications aren't an absolute thing. You don't always get notifications. YouTube says this all over the place. Notifications aren't a guarantee. They're not. That's why people go by schedules. I go by a schedule for this reason. So notifications, it doesn't mean you hit the bell and you definitely get a notification. It doesn't happen. It don't happen. They give notifications out to the people that watch the most, the people that are most likely to respond to them notifications. So that's how they work. Notifications are not an absolute thing. It's not, I'm definitely going to get a notification. That's not true. And that's coming straight from YouTube. Okay. So if you think that you're not going to miss coil class, you might miss coil class. So let's do this. So groove fused. What is a groove fused? I couldn't tell you who made a groove fused. Couldn't tell you who did it. It's a pretty older build. People still do them. They're pretty fucking cool. Groove fused isn't a staggered build, but it looks a lot like a staggered build. So what is a groove fused? First of all, a groove fused is the first live video I ever did on this channel. The first live video I did on this channel, if you go back and look, it's groove fused staggertons. That was the very first video I did live on this channel. I have other videos up that aren't live, but live on this channel, groove fused staggertons. First live ever. So, what are they? What you do is you Clapton something. You could Clapton whatever you want. You Clapton it with something fairly big Clapton, like 36 gauge, something like that. Maybe 38. It depends what wires you have. My audio should be on. Audio should be on, right? My audio is on. Audio is good there. Okay. What's up, Vape and Jason? Xeon, what's up? Bones the Skate is here. So, you Clapton whatever you want. You could Clapton a piece of 26 gauge like I'm going to do tonight. I'm just going to start off with that. And then you take that 26 gauge that you Clapton with your 36. You put it next to something and you fuse it together. But if you do whatchamacallit, if you groove fuse it, no, I gotta stop looking at chat. You Clapton your 26, put it next to something, you fuse. You fuse it with something high gauge that's going to fit into the grooves of your Clapton. All right. Now this is going to be easier just to show you. So I'm just going to show you this. You could do whatever. The most common one is Staggertons, but I'm going to do like a half stagger tonight just to show you what this build is capable of, what you could do with it. You could do so much with a groove fuse, so much. It's a very cool technique. All right. So here we go. I don't know if that helps. I'm not doing anything else. The next thing I do is just leave. So here we go. What I'm going to use today is 26 gauge stainless steel, just 26 gauge. I could literally use whatever wire I want today. 26 gauge, I could use 36 gauge for the fuse, for the Clapton. Now, picking your wires is super important for this, okay? Picking your wires is super important. So let's say, hold on. Groove fuse prep. I'm going to use 26, 36, 42, and 0.3 ribbon. Groove fuse prep. Okay, so when I'm picking what wires fit in what grooves, what I like to do is do at least a 6 gauge jump. What do I mean by that? If I'm Claptoning with 36, I like to do a 6 gauge jump. So 36 up to not 38, not 40, 42. 42 is 6 gauges higher than 36. 44 would work really good too. So a 6 to 8 gauge jump is kind of where you want to be. If you have 40 gauge and 34, that'll work great. If you have 38 and 44, that'll work great. If you have 34 and 42, that'll work great. You could do so much. I wouldn't do 38 and 42. It might work, but you're going to see, like, there's a groove that the 36 makes next to each other. We're trying to get in that groove. So we need a very small wire to get in that groove. So today I'm going to use, for the groove fusing, 36 and 42. I'm going to Clapton a piece of 26 gauge. I'm going to put like 6 pieces of ribbon next to it, 0.3 ribbon, and then I'm going to fuse them together with 42. There's no spacing on this build. It's a tight Clapton, all right? Very tight Clapton. And I'll talk more about that as we go. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a piece of 26 gauge, all right? So if I want dual coil, I'm going to get out about 8 inches, maybe 10 inches, whatever's clever. You know what? I'm going to use nichrome because I got more nichrome. Nichrome. How much is on this? Maybe I'll just use the rest of this. Oh, that looks perfect. Throw that out. So I'm going to take this piece of 26. I'm going to grab both ends. I'm going to give it a stretch, and that should straighten it out fairly nicely. Run my fingers down to get the dust off. All right. I'm going to take this piece of 26 gauge and just get it on the swivel and on my drill. Nothing hard here. All right. Red Eye Loon, what's up? Grady, what's up? Anybody watching, what's up? Anybody watching the replay, what's up? What's up going on? Okay. I'm going to put this on my fast drill because I'm only doing a Clapton. This is a very easy part right here. Just doing the Clapton here. So I got my fast drill here. I got to clean off what's on there. Throw that out. I'm going to take this 26 and I'm going to get it onto the drill. It's already on the swivel. Now, you know, like with a decor, how we kind of make it loose. And you know, with like a stagger fuse Clapton, we kind of made it loose. We want the exact opposite. We want this Clapton so freaking tight together. We don't want it to be able to move at all. So that's just something to keep in mind. So I'm going to take this 36 gauge stainless steel. I'm going to throw it into this right here. And I'm going to Clapton. And I'm going to Clapton this for about 10 inches. Venancio, what's up? Straight dripping, what's up? All right, I got 10 here. 10 inches of Clapton here. So I'm just going to pull tight and Clapton more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to like Clapton over itself. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here. And I'm going to come back on it and Clapton over itself. And that's going to kind of lock it in. If I feel this Clapton's not moving now because I Claptoned it tight and then I Claptoned over itself. And I could cut that 36 off. And this Clapton, I could try to move it. I'm like trying to move it right now and it's not going to move. All right. Now, what may move is down here at the drill. So what I'm going to do, this might move. I don't know. Not really. Not really. But I'm still going to take some precautions. I'm going to grab this right here. I'm going to cut it off of there. I'm holding. And I'm going to bend it. All right. Just like this. I'm going to bend it over itself. Just like that. I'm going to cut this off down here. I'm going to leave a little bit extra on. So I didn't cut it clean with where I Claptoned over itself. I left some extra. All right, Mark Pro, what's up? So next up, what do we got to do? Next up, we got to get some ribbon ready, all right? We got to get some of that ribbon ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my 0.3 stainless steel. And I'm going, actually, I got to get this build mat off of here. You can't see shit. You can't see crap with this build mat. what I need to do is I need to make a video, okay? I need to make a video that has no cursing and no vaping in it, right? And I want to see what YouTube does to it. I'm wondering if they're just discriminating against me because I'm a vapor. I don't know. I'm highly offended. That's what is that called? That's called vape shaming. You're vape shaming me, and I'm extremely offended. Stop vape shaming me, dude. You know? Isn't that what they call that? When you like make fun of something or you're vape shaming? Vape bashing? Are you vape bashing me, dude? Don't vape bash me, YouTube. I don't like it. Okay? I don't freaking like it. Okay. This is my wire. All right. And we're just doing like a half staggered. So this is the wire I just made right there. I'm going to take my tape measure out about 20 inches because that's kind of what I got. I have 10 inches here, I think. Yeah, a little bit more. And I'm going to take my 0.3 ribbon and I'm going to get it out to about 18 inches. And cut. And I'm going to do this 3 times. Now I could have did this with 0.4 as well. All right. Why does my chat stop? Why is my mouse gone? Dude, I think something's messed up here. 80K Sherm, what's up? Oh no, my chat's moving. Yeah, it's moving. But why is my mouse no longer here? I think I need a new battery in my mouse. Here it is. Okay. Now, I'm just going to stack this ribbon. I have this thing. It gives me some water. Looks like it needs some more water. It'll come through eventually. There you go. Take these ribbons. Run my fingers down. Cut off the bad stuff down here and make them all the same size. And I'm gonna Falcons, what's up? Fold them in half. This is 0.3 ribbon, but if you wanted to use 0.4, you could. All right, and I'm going to get a piece of 40 gauge. And we've done this ribbon stacking in coil class already. I'm going to wrap up the top here. Cut off the excess 40. I'm going to run my fingers down a couple times, and then I'm going to get some water on my fingers and run it down, and it's going to turn into a nice stack of ribbon. I'm going to pinch here bring my fingers down about a ½ inch to an inch. I'm going to take more 40 gauge and wrap it around like 5 times. And I'm going to leave like 2 inches of 40 gauge on and cut it. I'm going to pinch that 40 gauge and bring it all the way down to the end. I like to flip it around. And then with that extra 2 pieces of 40 gauge I left on, wrap it again, nice and tight. Now that it's down here, all your ribbons stacked. All right. And I'm sure most of you could guess what I'm going to do next. I'm going to get my hot glue out and a lighter or a torch. I'm going to get the loop side of this ribbon. Buddha Vapes, what's up? Heat up that hot glue. Dab it. Dab it. I'm going to pinch the ribbon. Heat up the hot glue. I'm pulling the ribbon away from the swivel, and I'm getting hot glue on the 40 gauge down here. All right. We're almost done the prep, and then we're going to get to the actual groove fusing. All right. So now I'm going to take my ribbon stack. I'm going to take my Clapton that I made. And remember, I left that extra on there. I'm going to take that extra and fold it over the ribbon stack like this. I got a little piece of ribbon on my fingers. And I'm going to take some 40 gauge. And I'm going to wrap all these together right here. I'm making sure my ribbon's standing up next to this, not sitting down. I mean, you could sit it down if you want it. It's not going to wrap as easy. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. It might break it. The thing is with groove fused is when you wrap them, you want to make sure they don't break. But 42 should be fine. All right, so this is what I got now. My ribbon stack inside of my Clapton. I folded whoa. Clint Johnson, what's up? There's the ribbon stack inside, and you see that Clapton's nice and tight. That's not space, that's 36, nice and tight Clapton. All right. I could just slide my fingers down to about the 1/3 of the wire. And I'm going to take some 40 gauge. And I'm going to do like a 3 or a 4 wrap with the 40 gauge right here. You need to make sure this ribbon stays all on one side of this wire. And you could use more water if you want to make sure that the ribbon stays stacked. And then I'm going to go down at like the 2/3 point. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Ribbon stack on top of the 2636. See how that 40 gauge doesn't quite fit into the groove, really? It's a little too big. That's why the 42 should be good. Okay. I'm going to wrap this. Right here. And then I just want to wrap it at the end too. So altogether I did 5 with where the loop is. But there's only going to be 3 that I need to take off as I'm going. And you'll see I left a little bit of 40 gauge hanging off, so it's easy to take off as I go down. All right. This is all gonna be important at the beginning. I'm actually gonna hot glue this. As long as it looks good and everything's good, I could hot glue this at the end. It does, so I'm going to. Kim Dixon's here. Did you guys know Kim Dixon put up some videos on a YouTube channel that she created? Did y'all know that? I bet you didn't. And now you know. And now you know. And I still haven't got a chance to watch them. I'm going to have to do that tonight. Kim had to go to the principal's office before class. If you're wondering where she was, she said, sorry for not being there last night. I said, just go straight to the principal's office. It looks like he let her go with just a detention, I guess. I don't know. But she's back in class now, so she had to go to the principal's office because she missed last night's show. So it's just how it goes, man. I don't fucking play, man. You better brought me a fucking apple, Kim. Okay, so you see the Clapton's bigger than the ribbon. I'm going to tape that Clapton. And I'm going to bend it up like this. I could actually cut the end off here. I'm going to get this prep into the drill. this. Get this loop onto the swivel. And now, whatever way we went with the Clapton, we're going to have to go with the 42 gauge. So now I have 42 gauge, and this build is actually all prepped. We're all ready to go. All ready. All right. We are ready to fuse. So, we want to make sure everything's good here. Sometimes you gotta, maybe the drill like pinch down on the ribbon or something like it did to me. And we want to just make sure that everything's straight. But we could go slow in the beginning and make sure. We could also maybe slide this guy down. We can. We could slide one of these 40s down to the beginning. You could use little clips if you want. If you want to take a little clip. I don't really think I need to do this, but just for instance, you could do that. Now, this isn't a groove. This is a groove fuse technique. This isn't the only thing you can do with groove fuse. You could do so much. You can make staggertons with this. You could take 8 pieces of 0.3 or 0.4, Clapton it with 38, put 2 frames on there, and fuse it with 44 in the gaps. So this is what's going to happen with a groove fuse. Just a technique, really. But you could have groove fuse, staple stagger fuse Claptons. You could have groove fuse staggertons. You could even have groove fused aliens if you're really good. You could do so much with a groove fuse. I can't wait to see what people put up on the coil class hashtag. I hope everybody doesn't just put up this. Some people put this up, but don't everybody just put this up. A lot of things you could do with it, especially, let's say, if, I don't know, what if you groove fused into micro Clapton? You know, maybe you have a micro Clapton, just a regular ass micro Clapton, and you wanted to groove fuse it with, I don't know, 34 gauge or something. So many things you could do. So I'm just trying to get this 42 off of here. This isn't the only thing hard about this build is high gauge, that you're using high gauge. So I'm going to take my 42 and I'm going to wrap it around here. And remember, I'm trying to get this 42 into the grooves of the 36. All right. Now, I do want to use, in the beginning, I'm going to use these because I want to see what it's looking like. And I want to make sure that my build is good. So what I'm going to do is let me just start slow like this. I'm going to start slow and make sure my ribbon and my 2636 are meeting up the way I want them to. For instance, right now, they are not. They're not doing at all what I want them to do. All right, so let me see if I can kind of show you what's going on here. My ribbon wants to flop over the 26 gauge. Okay, you see the 26 gauge there. Now watch. Watch the ribbon. It kind of looks on top, but when it comes around, look at it. It looks messy. Hold on. I could see this with my naked eye too. I could see the ribbon. You see it's kind of going off to the side. We don't want that shit. We want it directly next to that. And if you get it started right, it should be okay. So we're going to see, we could just do that. Let me pull tight and see if it, yeah, I want to pull tight. It's still not perfect. Man, I might need to use them clips. Because this 26 gauge, I should have used 0.4. I'll get it. .3 is pretty small for this 26 gauge. Maybe I should have clapped in 28, or I should have used 0.4 ribbon. Now you see how the 42 is falling into the 36 grooves. All them, you see the little black spaces that the 36 has? Because it's round, it makes a groove, right? So since it makes a groove, that gives us a space to fit a very thin wire. And that's what I'm talking about, the 6 gauge jump. I obviously couldn't put 38 in that groove. I couldn't put 38 in that groove because 38 would be way too big. But I can fit 42 in there. Right? Right. All right, you see, you could skip fuse this, but I want a full fuse. I don't want that crap. I'm not interested in a skip fuse right now. I'm interested in a perfect groove fused, half stapled staggered. Right, and it's starting to straighten out for me. I don't know. I guess I'm having a hard time with talking today. Talking could be rough sometimes for me. Maybe I got hit in the head too much. I don't know. I'm a good thinker, but talking, man. Woo. Don't even get me started on talking. And this is groove fusing. All right. And you want to do this pretty tight. You want to get that tight. You don't want it to be loosey-goosey. Words is hard. Weeds is hard. All right. Now, I do realize that I think I need to keep using this. What I also realize is I have a little threshold of where I get good camera work up close, like really good camera work up close. The lighting changes quite dramatically after a little bit, and it gets looking a little crappy. And where I have good lighting is right here. And you might be wondering, can you go faster? I can go faster. Mr. German, long time no see. What's going on? Let me see if I can get even a better picture right now. Oh, look at that. Oh, buddy. If you're watching the replay, make sure to turn the quality up. The quality really isn't half bad right now. I'm not even looking at this build in real life. I'm only looking at it on the screen because the paper, the tissue paper, is now over the build. So this is how easy it can be. Now, just skip the space. My angle was a little off, and that's what this build's about, is getting that proper angle, which I can't seem to get on this fuse. All right. Now, I have this clip here. I'm going to pop off because I have this 40 gauge, and I'm going to slide down. I could slide it on this build. It's not a spaced build. It's a very tight Clapton. Oh, I hope I didn't just mess up my ribbon there. I think I might have a little bit. All right. Since I'm having you don't want to have to reverse 42 gauge 3 times. All right, I'm going to go close up for a little longer, and then I want to get it down as fast as I can. All right, just so you can kind of see what's going on. I like to do this. Plus, close-ups are one of my favorite parts of the videos. I just like doing close-ups. Sometimes I wish I was better at them than I am, but I do my best. Sometimes I don't care. I don't know why. In the end, I do end up caring about close-ups. I messed up a little there. Looks like I went too close. Hope my staple's not going funky on me. It tried. Yeah. I got to go back because what had happened was I think my clip messed up my... messed up my ribbon and I have to fix it a bit. I see that it wants to go somewhere that I don't want it to go. So I have to go back a little bit and fix it. The tension's very important. That's what I was just saying. It's important to have good tension on it. You don't want it to just fall out. Plus with wrapping, it's important. Especially with this staple one. Come on, you fucking staple. You do this to me during coil class, you fucker. Don't you put this curse on me. I never get that question. How much tension should you use? Because it's like, that's like such a hard question to answer. Until it looks right, I guess. I don't know. 20 PSI? I don't know. You know, it's always a hard question to answer. I'm wondering if this should just come off. That may not be the best thing to use right now. I think that clip fucked up my staple. A half kilo under 42 braking fucking pressure, yeah. When you're thinking about the pressure that you put on the wire, you also got to think of you're about to wrap this wire around a very small rod. So you want it tight, but you don't want to break your wire. That's actually a good way to put it. As tight as you can without breaking the 42 gauge. Let's do that. Let's say that. Yeah, if I had a do-over of this, I'd use 0.4 ribbon. This 0.3 was a bad idea. It was a very bad idea. Now I'm hoping to get one coil. Well, I shouldn't say that. Or what I'm about to do, which this may not be the best idea, but... Oh, no fucking wonder. Here's what's happening. This is exactly what's happening. Because I was about to just cut the 26 gauge. This is what's happening. My ribbon didn't hook onto the swivel. So when I'm pulling tension, I'm only pulling the 26 gauge. You motherfucker. Oh my God. I would rather only pull the ribbon, okay? In this situation, I'd rather only pull the ribbon. But now when I'm pulling the 26 gauge, but not the ribbon. So the ribbon's remaining flexible and the 26 is tight. I want both, but Jen is sold out. That sucks. So, you don't hope I get better, Kim? I need to get better right now. This guy just didn't find the damn RTA. My fucking build's fucking destroyed. My build's destroyed. All you care about is this goddamn RTA. Fucking friend you are. I'm glad I figured that out now, because I might be able to fix it now that I know. Now that I know what I did wrong, is it fixable? So 0.3 is still tricky. I should have either used 28 gauge Clapton 36 or 0.4 with this 26. See the ribbon? It wants to collapse right now. That ribbon is just like, let me be myself. Let me be myself, man. And I'm like, no, bitch, listen to me. I must crush you. I must crush you. Not today, ribbon. Not today. Not up in here. You gonna start listening? Or what? Or are you gonna start misbehaving again? Ugh, looks like misbehaving. Oh, yeah. Looks like see, it looks good now. I'm about to just cut my losses right here. Yeah, I might have fucked up that ribbon when it was in the beginning. I might have messed it up when I was messing with it before I fixed the swivel. So I might have to like skip where I was crimping down too hard. Plus I was just crimping down really hard there too. Trying to fix it. This is definitely possible, so it's possible to fix. It's just there's this one ribbon. It's a little bent, I guess. I just need to get it, if I just get it started, if I could just get it started here. I know. See, it wants to work with me here. It's trying, it's working with me. It's getting there. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's just one ribbon that's still being a dick. Come on, just let me get one coil. I know what I gotta do. If I don't get it right here, I know what I gotta do. Yeah, okay. There's one ribbon that's just beyond saving if I keep doing this. I gotta cut it. Just cut my losses there. That's trash. In order to save the rest of the build, I need to do that. We need to get at least one coil. Yeah, Fresh is on after me. 9:30. Ooh. What are you guys talking about, DIY? A good start is very important with these. Oh, Toonies deals. Yep, Toonie deals. Okay, I think I got it. This 0.3 is a nightmare. It really is. I'm pulling a lot of tension back on the drill, and I'm pulling a good amount of tension on the 42. The tension on the 42 is what's going to make the ribbon flip over, though. You know? I almost feel like I have a ribbon flipped over there. I don't know. It's very hard to... actually, I could find out. Hold on. Oh, I sure do. I sure fucking do. Do I? Wait, do I? Yep, I do. All right, the side that you're looking at now. One side has a piece of ribbon that fell. I don't fucking care. That's what the gods decide. That's what the gods decide. That's probably going to help me. Let's do it. And this battery's dead. Anything else want to go wrong tonight? Anything else want to die? The light bulb want to go out? Anything? Maybe the house will get struck by lightning and the whole electric will go out and save my fucking life right now. High-end RTAs, huh? So that ribbon flipping over is actually probably going to help the rest of the ribbon stay. Granted, it's fucked up now. It's not what I wanted exactly. But if I wrap it the correct way, nobody's really going to know except us. And these guys won't tell anybody that I fucked up during coil class, would you? Nah, you wouldn't do that. Y'all wouldn't do that. No. I'm live. I'm done with this. Listen, you get the fucking point. We might have to do group views on Saturday. Okay. .3 was a bad choice. How's that side? I just got to figure out what side's the good side. Good side. Okay. Now, when these wrap up, they look pretty good. This particular wire looks pretty badass. You got to be careful because that 42 will pop since they're sharp ribbon if you're not careful. But you're going to see that this is a pretty cool looking wire. When it's wrapped up, it gets like this. It gets like, you see, it's like a big on one side and small on the other. And then there's like these pockets that the groove fuse forms. Kind of looks like a fist. Punching the face. And this is what it looks like. I mean, you guys know there's a mistake in it because you just watched me talk about it. But now there's just 5 pieces of ribbon on the inside instead of 6. I'm definitely going to have to do a do-over on Saturday, I guess. I don't know. Didn't like that. Okay. So, another thing I wanted to do today is I want to get a list of things to do with coil class. So, like I said in the beginning, I got this fucking list. All right. That's the list of all the coils that we're doing in coil class. And I don't necessarily need anything, but what I want to do is I want to write down what we're going to do. Okay. Now, there's some coils, basically braids, that are just getting saved to the end. But the last coil class is going to be pitchfork. The coil class before that's going to be like probably hedgehog with an inlay, all that kind of stuff. So this was the easiest week. I don't like doing that because this was the easiest week left, I think. I think the rest of the weeks are pretty hard from here. Like today, I was going to do snake spine. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm in the middle of recording I need a pen. Where's that big ass pen at? I'm in the middle of oh Jesus, are you kidding me right now? Fucking pen is humongous. I'm in the middle of recording Stapled Helix. All right. Now, Stapled Helix is a coil class pre-recorded. I need to do a pre-recorded because it's hard to do. All right. We'll do groove fused on Saturday again. Maybe just something a little harder since I can't get the easy one. Now, here's the coils that are left after that, besides braids. All right. Besides braids, Felix is there. So we got the Felix is for the twisted after the stapled helix, and that's it. And then we got corrugated, parabolic, naked staple. We did Suka. We did reef, razorback. So we got razorback, we got naked, we got parabolic, we got corrugated. Naked might be another one that might be a pre-recorded. I'm not sure. Nah, we can do that. And then we got Enigma for the aliens. Enigma, hedgehog with the inlay. Alien stag. We have for stagger, well, we got pitchfork, but that's definitely last. 3-core stagger fuse Claptons is a good one. 3 or more core, whatever. Indent stagger fuse Clapton. Snake spine. Reverse pitchfork that's one. A lattice build. That's going to be a late one. Skip pattern. That's one. Sure. That one. Yeah, skip pattern we could do sometime. And that's it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15 more that aren't braids. 15 more. So, I'm wondering if, and I'd like to just have a list of what's coming up. That list is going to go on Patreon. You don't have to pay to see it. It's going to be for everybody. But if you want to see the list, you go over to Patreon and it'll say coil class coming up or whatever. All right. So there's 15 left that isn't the stapled helix. Holy moly. Oh no, there's 16. We could do one at the same time as the other. We could do the one at the same time as the other. Oh no, there's another one. Yeah. I'm trying to think if we could do the one with the other. Nah, we kind of skipped over that one. Okay. We got 17. Where are we at? We're at 17. And we're at 24. So that's 34. That's 41. Is that 41 of them? But I think a couple of these we could do in 2. We could have 40. We could have 40 of them. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 40 of them. 40 in total. Okay. And, okay, so 40 of them. So we're going to go 40, 39, 38, 37. So next week, okay, so 40 is pitchforks. That's just got to be pitchforks. Here's the thing: is there's another pitchfork too. Fuck. Whatever. Okay, and then we have hedgehog inlay will be before that. And then reversed pitchfork. Before that. And then let me make sure. Let me make sure this is a good way to do it. Okay. 3 or more core stagger fuse Claptons. Probably one of the next ones I should do. Snake spine should be one of the next ones I do. 3 or more. Indents even. All right, this is what we're going to do. Our next 3 weeks are snake spine. And then 3 core stagger fuse Clapton. And then indents. So we're going to keep the staggering thing going, right? We're going to keep the staggering thing going right there. All right. A lattice build, I think, should be a little later, right? Yeah. And then we're going to go to and I don't like Enigma being down there. We'll go lattice is down here, and then 36 will go pattern and polish. We're going to do the pattern fuse and the polish in one jump. Okay. And then, do we do lattice? We got lattice, skip and pattern. Okay, we got that. So all the staggers are all in here. Here's the thing, though. Some of these can be kind of put into one, too. Because you got staple coil, corrugated parabolic naked. Well, I guess that's where that goes. Yeah, I guess that would go down here. And then parabolic, corrugated. corrugated razorback. Jeez. That's harder than that. Okay, corrugated parabolic, razorback. Naked's not too hard. We'll go Felix here, Enigma here, Enigma. Oh, alien stag or an alien stag. There. Felix is done. And then what do we got? Naked. I think naked could be, yeah, naked could be after indents. And then we have exo alien, which is one I keep forgetting about. All right, so let me make sure. Corrugated parabolic, naked, boom, 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 polish builds, boom. We got to throw bridges in here, inceptions in here. I mean, we did an inception, basically. We did a cage, kind of, but we should throw them in again, you know? We'll just throw them in there. Okay, because like the pattern build, we'll do the pattern and polish at the same time, even though that may not be a good idea. Whatever, we'll do it. Exo and no, you know what? Let's do exo alien and polish at the same time. Right? That's what you do. You put that one, an easy one. Okay. Now, stitch, interlock, mohawk, and hedgehog, alien stag. Okay. Cool. Snake spine will be there. 3-core stagger fuse Clapton. I mean, indents. Naked. Exo polish. Alien stag. Enigma Felix corrugated. Okay. Here it is. There's my list of what's coming up. Okay. So it's going to be like this. Next week will be snake spine. All right. Snake spine. Then we got the 3-core stagger fuse Clapton, which may or may not be easier. Maybe I could do 2 of them. That's fine. Maybe I could do a 2 and a 4. I don't fucking know. I don't know. We'll see. And then indents. That takes a while. Then naked staples. Those are good ones. Exo alien and polishing. That'll be a good one. Alien stag. With the alien stag, we're gonna do like we'll probably do like an inception with that. Enigma, Felix, corrugated. With the corrugated, we could probably do like a bridge. And we could do a bridge with that. We'll see. Parabolic, razorback, pattern, lattice, reverse pitchfork, hedgehog and inlay, and pitchforks. So next 4 weeks, snake spine, 3-core, stagger fuse Clapton, indents, and naked. I feel like 3-core should be next, but there's Addy Tooney. You got to watch Fresh 03. Is Fresh 03 on tonight? He does the Tooney deals there. All right, so I will put that list up on Patreon. Now, the stapled helix. It's a video I want to record because it's very hard to show live. I need to edit that video because it's just so hard to show live. It's just not good. I need to write stuff in there, right? What's up, Addy Tooney? So that video I'm going to save for when I move. I'm probably going to have a busy week. So maybe I just need a video to throw up, right? Boom. There it is. Okay. So, everybody, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. We'll do more Groove Fused on Saturday, I guess, because that did not go the way I liked. All right. Everybody have a good week. I actually do have another video to put up this week, too. Oh, I did put up another contractor tips. It may be buried in my YouTube because I put it up days ago for Patreons, and then I released it today, but it might be like 5 videos down. So it might be before even Coffee Talk on Saturday. So you would have to go to my YouTube, go down and find it. Not a lot of people are watching it. That's why I think it may be hidden. All right, it may be hidden because when let me go to my YouTube real quick. When I go to my YouTube, let me go to videos. No, it's the first video up there. I just guess people just don't want to watch it. I think a lot of people. Oh, not a lot of people watch my other one either. Okay. Well, maybe people just don't like them. That's okay. Everybody, it is part 2. Yes. Yeah, for high-end stuff, I wouldn't go to Addy Tooney. Yeah, go check out Tenacious Stan. Addy Tooney is he's not like a high-end guy. Addy Tooney, actually, I don't want to say is opposite. I want to say that Addy Tooney likes the deals. You don't usually get group deals. There's high-end things, high-end Facebook groups, Addy Tooney finds deals Twisted Messes are on sale for $20, or the top side's only $50 this week on this website, or I'm just gonna make my own mod, or I don't like this RTA, so I'm going to make it better. That's Addy Tooney for you. He said, I don't like this thing, so I drilled 15 holes into it, and now it's good. That's how Addy Tooney rolls. Addy Tooney is high-end. I think that's where you got confused. Yeah. High-end vape forum. There you go. All right. And Divine 83 Vape Deals posting advocacy now. There you go. Oh. Wait. Vape Deals is okay. Here's advocacy stuff. There's Michigan stuff. Voices for Vaping. Truth Vaping. Everybody have a good rest of the week. You all do it, Don Addy? I don't want to cut you off while well, actually, the chat keeps going. Everybody go watch Fresh 03 in 20 minutes. Fresh 03. Have a good night. I'm out of here. I'm sweating my ass off. Peace.